Good, good afternoon. It's so good to see you. I am your physician today, Dr. Andrew Michaels, and I've already looked at your CAT scan, your x-rays, and yes, it's very clear we have some calcification buildup on your pineal gland. And that's causing this erratic, behavior with you. What it's doing is it's causing you to make these odd and strange, unmerited predictions. Like the one you just made, Fisherman's Friend. Very nice. Like the one you did for March 3rd, that I was going to be assassinated. As you can see, it's March 4th, and I'm still here. And this has been going on all year. And I assure you, when March 4th ends today, everything's going to be just fine. Nothing's going to change. I know it's frustrating. I know you'd like to see some massive change on March 4th, but I assure you it's not going to happen. These things are all predictions and misinformation, hoaxes that people are perpetrating to frighten you. Quite frankly, to frighten you. And I feel so horrible about it. I really do. I wish I could help you more. Well, today, I am going to try to help you. First off, I'd like to explain a little bit about what the actual pineal gland is. And the pineal gland is actually, it's a small endocrine gland, and it's in the brain of almost every vertebrate on the planet. There are some that don't have it. It produces melatonin, a serotonin-derived hormone, which modulates sleep patterns in both the circadian and seasonal cycles. The shape of the gland is like a little tiny pine cone, and it's in the base of the spine, and I'm going to show you an animation right here. You see that? And that's that little red pine cone at the base of your brainstem. It's between both hemispheres. It's right where the two halves of the thalamus join. The pineal gland is one of the neuroendocrine secretion circumventricular organs in which capillaries are mostly permeable to solutes in the blood, which means that the materials in the pineal gland, as they're released, are automatically absorbed into the bloodstream to help regulate your sleep patterns, your circadian rhythms. Isn't that interesting? I think so too. Now what we have is, because you've allowed yourself to dumb down with all these ridiculous predictions and far-fetched conspiracies, there's calcification on your pineal gland. Now this is caused by your lack of sleep. Your body keeps producing, trying to regulate your sleep patterns, but you're so worked up over these silly, pathetic, and quite harmful conspiracies that aren't true. They're not true. None of them are true. They aren't. No, they're not true. I didn't get assassinated on March 3rd. And on March 4th, nothing's going to happen. Nothing. Nothing of any real recourse is going to happen. No. Everything's going to be fine. The world's just going to keep turning. Just like it always is. You know, it kind of frightens me because, you know, it's almost like end of the world predictions. You know, predict the end of the world. Let me get some sterile gloves to do your examination. They make these silly end of the world predictions. But yet, here we are. 2012. Still here. Still here. So as you can see, getting caught up in these silly, strange, fruitless, wrongful, conspiracies. It's not only upsetting to you, but as you can see, they're harming your sleep patterns. Now, what we want to do first here is we want to get you in close and do a test. Now what I need you to do is focus on my hands, focus on my fingers, and tell me when. Look straight ahead. When you cease to see them. Good. Now I'd like you to do it again, this time this way. Good. I'm going to massage the lymph glands of your neck to get the fluids of your lymph glands flowing. This will allow the lymph glands to remove toxins and calcium deposits from your pineal gland and move them into the waste systems of the body. Now, we want to rub your neck. There we go. Gingerly. These glands right here, the face and the back of the neck, get all of that moving. rubbing your face. I'm having nothing but trouble with this left-handed glove. There, it's better. Fits a lot better. Now, what we want to do is rub your face. Just really lightly massage the face. That's right. And the main problem here is we've got to get the fluids moving again. Because if we break loose any of the calcium deposits, the calcification on the pineal gland, and there's nowhere for it to go, it's just going to form a small pebble-like tumor. And we don't want any kind of tumors or growths in that area. This will hinder the blood flow and restrict even more melatonin production, and even make more problems for your sleep cycle. We don't want that. No, we don't. You would agree, I'm sure. Now, it says right here on your chart that you sleep 6 to 8 hours a night. Is that true? Okay. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Very good. So we checked off that box. Yeah. I think it's important you get your rest every night. And if listening to these strange, dare I say, obscene, silly conspiracies is upsetting you so badly, you really should stop. That's right. Stop listening. Stop reading them. Stop letting them bother you. There we go. Nice and squared up. You look so much better now. I think we've got some good flow in the neck. Oops. Nose is itching. And I think we've got some good flow in the face. I think your glands are really starting to, all these glands right here are starting to flow. Do you feel better? It does, it helps. Does it feel good to have all that area stimulated? Good. Good. So stimulated. So softened up now. You're so much better now. Okay. Now, this next part is going to be a little scary. I have a rubber mallet. See it? Okay. Doesn't hurt. I'll clean it off now as I touch my own head. And get it all cleaned up. Now what we're going to do with this rubber mallet is we're actually going to tap your head. And we're going to try to stimulate the pineal gland with a sudden jolt to knock the calcification loose. We're literally going to knock those demons out of your head. Now on this other end is a point. See the point? There it is. And it's not sharp. But what we do is we use that point to test for the right spot to tap. So we touch your head like so, touching your forehead, touching just like that. Always trying to get it in the right spot. Now right there, right there. Now right there is a good spot. Right there. Now get ready. Okay, ready? Alright, ready? I know I act like I enjoy this too much, but it's for your own good. I need you to move your head side to side. Shake it out. Shake it out. That's good. Didn't hurt, right? So let's check for another spot, okay? Let's see how we can find another spot. Right in here, maybe. Maybe right in here. On the other lobe. Try to hold still as possible. There. Right there, there. We found that one quickly. Alright, hold still now. Ready? Good. Shake it out. Move your head side to side. Shake it out. Shake it out. How's that feel? Shake it out. Good. How do you feel? It's going to leave a mark, but I think you'll be all right. Do you feel better? Okay. Stick your tongue out like that and shake your head like a dog. There you go. Do you have like a acidic metal taste on your tongue? Let me take a quick peek inside your mouth. Yeah, let me take a quick look. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's working. Yeah, that acidic metal taste on your tongue is the calcium deposits breaking loose. And they're traveling through the nervous system is detecting them, the metals and the calcium that are calcified on your pineal gland area, and that they're drifting into the lymph nodes of your face and neck, and then they're drifting down your neck and into the waste systems of the body. And your body is, because of the pain, is producing, it's trying to like get away, like a fight or flight response, and it's trying to mask the pain on your throbbing forehead, and that in turn is, of course, releasing chemicals that help break up the calcium deposits. So all this goes together, you know. Sometimes you just got to give one good wallop right down the center of your brain. Would you like one? Like where the brain is actually two hemispheres, like, you know, and if I just give it a good swat right down the middle, like right about there. Yeah, oh boy. Like that. And that'll snap that brain, a good one. Maybe get You feel that? You felt that? Good. Good. So let's check around now some more here. Okay. You've had enough? Okay. You don't already? You feel better? Good. So what you're saying is you don't feel the need for any more conspiracy theories? Oh, that's it. See, that's an interesting little side to this whole experiment. I wasn't expecting you to suddenly not feel compelled to follow so many conspiracies, but maybe that's helping by getting in there and kind of knocking some of the calcium loose, getting it off your brain. You're loosening up a little bit. Do you want you want a little more? No? You feel good about it? Well, how about one more? Right? No, it won't hurt. Believe me, I won't feel a thing. Okay, ready? All right. Oh yeah, that felt good. Yeah, that I think, yeah, right on the old noggin. That really felt good. I think we might have gotten some progress here. I'm going to write some of this down. This might be like a groundbreaking case where I actually knocked. Pardon me. No, do not take this wrong. I think I actually knocked some stupid out of you. Yeah. Well, a lot of people might think, they might say things like, Dr. Andrew Michaels, why do you have a go at, your patients like that? It's not nice. And you know what I tell them? I tell them, sometimes the truth hurts. See? See how you cringed when I, came at you there? The truth hurts. And you've got to accept change. You've got to accept the future. Things just keep going on. And you've got to let go of the past. You do, sometimes. It's very troubling that some people want to hold on to the past, but, at the end of the day, the future is all we have. Okay, very good. I feel good about everything. Here you go. Here, we'll just put a little lotion on there. This will take some of that pain off your head where it hurts. Yeah, I'm real sorry about that. I know it hurts. Yeah. This is like a local rub. And we're just going to rub it into all the sore spots. And that'll help ease some of that pain you're feeling right now. Those lumps on your head, you've got some pretty good. That one's really sore there. We might want to put some ice on that. That's really swollen. But I think you'll feel better. Yeah. Once we get you a nice shot, yeah, I'm going to, since you're here, I was going to give you the COVID-19 vaccine, the Pfizer. It's just a little prick on your arm. Would you like it? Oh, well, I've already received it. I'm fine. Would you? You don't want to. It's just a little prick. Compared to the lumps on your head, it shouldn't be a big deal. You don't want it? I'll put it in either arm. You sure? It's just, look how small it is. Look at that needle. That's tiny. I didn't even screw the needle on yet. It's just so tiny. Look at that. It's just like, just a little, and that's it. You won't even feel it. Might get a little sore. You might grow, in extreme cases, you might grow a baby arm out of your neck, especially after your pineal gland decalcification treatment. There is a small chance that you could grow like a vestigial twin, is what they actually call it. It's not a Siamese twin. That was kind of like the two brothers that were from, I think, Asia, that were, Siamese conjoined twins, were not really from Siam, and that kind of stuck with them. But it's kind of like it's kind of a little, I don't know if we'd call it racist, but it's it's a little, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable saying that. Do you? I don't either. Conjoined is better. And then, but a vestigial twin is like, it doesn't have a brain, not necessarily, unless it starts talking to you. Then you're in deep shit. It starts to grow out of your neck, like you get the little baby arm. It's like, Dr. Andrew Michaels, please help me. It's like that movie, The Fly. The little baby fly was with the person's, it was like half a fly, and then the guy was on it, he was in the spider web going like, help me, and the guy looked at it like he just had like a nervous breakdown. He's like, and instead of, plucking the fly out of the spider web, he, because he froze, he just panicked, he took a rock and he crushed it. Well, that's never the answer, hitting somebody over the head with a rock. That's like caveman medicine. We would never do anything like that to somebody, and expect any decent results. You can understand what I'm saying. That would definitely be a ludicrous medical exam where the doctor just pounds on your head until you start listening to reason and logic. I think it might have a purpose, but not here. I'm glad you forgot what happened earlier. So anyway, what we've got to concentrate on now, okay, since I've got your full and undivided attention, that's the concussion. You're kind of having trouble not focusing, you're just kind of zoning out there from the pain. We'll get that taken care of. But kind of lost where I was. The vestigial twin. So basically, you've got this little baby. It's a twin growing out of your neck, but that's like really rare. That's like 1 in 2/15, something like that, out of a million. Like 1/2/15 out of 1.5 million, something. Some ridiculous, ungodly huge number. It's really the chances of you developing, and it might not be an identical twin. It could be, like a fraternal twin. There could be like it's a twin. It come from you, but it's not identical. And that would even be cooler because, you might have like a little, partner, like a little friend, somebody to like talk to at night. I really think it'll be okay, but I think if you start like reading at bedtime stories, like Dr. Seuss books or something, or Lord of the Rings, if you find out it really is interested in the, like the whole Hobbit story, and it wants to live in a little cave, like a Hobbit house, that's when you got to tell somebody then, when it starts telling you like, so you're reading at bedtime stories and everything's fine, and then all of a sudden it starts talking about like the one real king, the one true ring, the one ring to rule them all. If it starts doing that, then you've got to have surgery then. We've got to take the whole vestigial twin off your face. Otherwise, nobody even notices. I've seen people like with all kinds of facial palsies and stroke victims, things. Nobody says anything. Nobody ever makes the person feel bad in public or mocks them or, asks them if they've had enough. Like, haven't you had enough of that condition? Things like that. I love it when people do that. I think it's hilarious. Yes, I'm so happy that I have this condition. I haven't had enough yet. I haven't had enough yet. Give me more. Give me more of a debilitating illness that prevents me from eating food and water falling out of my mouth every time I drink. I look like I'm doing a spit take every time I'm having a beer. You know what I'm talking about. You know. So, okay. But yeah, nobody'll. The baby arm is a little, it's over there kind of like going like, like, Mike, please, Dr. Andrew Michaels, please. Like, that's a little scary, but people hardly notice, So are you ready for your shot? Do you want to get it? Have you noticed how the top of the needle looks like a crucifix almost? Yeah. Isn't that like you could ward off vampires with this thing? So it must be good. If we're going to go with screwed up conspiracies, it's got to be good. So you want it? Which arm? Okay. All right, just put your arm up there and we'll just poke you right there. That's it. And we'll just put a little Band-Aid on there. Just a little Band-Aid. And you want a fisherman's friend? Does that cheer you up? Instead of a sucker? Good. Okay. I'll let you get one with you. I'll just dump it right here on this so you can reach out and get it. There you go. There. All better now. Yeah, and you'll let me know about you'll let me know if there's any side effects. Okay, good. I'm so proud of you. I get my second dose tomorrow. Yes, I'm getting the Pfizer vaccine. I'm getting the second dose tomorrow afternoon. So maybe you could come up with a new prediction that March 5th is the end of the world or something like that. Yeah, that might work. Well, I know the 3rd was a bust, the 4th was a bust, but, you only have to be right once. Isn't that the thing about predictions? It's amazing. You only have to be right once. I know, it's very depressing. Well, it was very good to meet you. Fist bump and all that. All right. And I hope to see you soon. And until then, I hope you have a most blessed day. Just a magical, enchanted day. Okay? All right. Good. All right. Until then, bye-bye. I'll see you soon.